With Garrett Wilson, the New York Jets have a wide receiver one, but it's time to find him a wide receiver two. And I believe a trade proposal I came across could give us those answers. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Weston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for all the new subscribers that have been joining the channel. We really appreciate it. Thank you kindly. There's a lot to get to. There's a full article in the YouTube description down below on this Jets-49ers trade pitch for Jauan Jennings. We'll explain why Jauan Jennings even wants a trade, what the package is, all those details. But if you'd like to look ahead and cheat in class, feel free to do so. That article is in the YouTube description down below because we have a few items to get to here. First, including Mother Effing Chew gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Hey now. That membership, by the way, went to Victor Smith. Shout out to MFC Baby. You now have 9 gifted memberships so far this month. And you are, of course, in the running for our Jets-Cowboys ticket giveaway. MFC, I thank you very much. Appreciate you, pal. Thank you for contributing to the fund. There we go. We got our number one Austrian Jet fan sending in a $2 Euro super chat, which also translates to a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Super chat action here on the program. So without further ado, every time we get a super chat, we hear this.
Thank you for that. The super chat. You could get lucky here on the Boy Green Show. This show is daily. It's in the morning. Be sure to stay tuned. Let's go, Jets.
Thank you, our number one Austrian Jet fan. His message is today ordered at your merch store. Yes, if you guys ever want to order from the merch store, it's always in the YouTube description down below. Boy Green Coffee mugs, Boy Green Coffee Club shirts, my Pops Bacon shirts. There's all kinds of fun stuff in there. We're also working on some new merch action, which we will keep you guys posted on here in the near future. But number one Austrian Jets fan, thank you for your support, baby. All right, let's get into it here. Let's get into it here, folks. And it is this. I've been going about it all wrong. Let me do this. Let me flip the lettuce here. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Okay. I've been going about it all wrong. I've been trying to find us in trade ideas, trade proposals, and things of that nature. I've been trying to find us a superstar wide receiver. But we don't need a superstar wide receiver. We have one in Garrett Wilson. If we had a second one, would it be nice? Of course. But we don't need a superstar. We just need a guy that opponents have to respect, opposite of Garrett Wilson. So you can't just double him every play. And if you do, this other guy, whoever it is going to make you pay for it. And it feels like that guy is Jauan Jennings, who's right here on your screen for those that are watching. For those that are listening, it is a picture of Jauan Jennings from the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. The versatile guy who can do some trick plays, has some of that quarterback in him. Okay. Jauan Jennings might be the guy for the New York Jets. And before we get into the trade proposal, I see more memberships being gifted. We'll get to that in just a second. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. We'll get to that in a moment. But before we get to that, here's the latest on Jauan Jennings, and then we'll get into the trade action that could be here. So ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter, he set the scene. Jauan Jennings is scheduled to make $7.5 million this year. Not bad. But he wants a new contract or a trade. Jennings approached the 49ers about his request for better money. A little progress has been made, and if a new deal is not reached by the time training camp starts next week, Jennings plans to request a trade to a team willing to pay him. Now, we don't want any Hassan Reddick situation here where we trade for a guy and then we don't give him a deal and then all kinds of hoopla happens. If you trade for Jennings, you got to pay him. Now, how much do you have to pay him? We'll get into that here on the show and what his projected market value is. But first, here is the trade. Let's throw it up here on the screen. This is from our friends over at Bleacher Report. They proposed this trade. And I'll be honest, it's a little rich. But for the Jets trying to find a wide receiver too, here it is. Let's throw it up here on the screen. The Jets would receive Jauan Jennings. The San Francisco 49ers would receive a 2026 fifth-round pick and a 2027 third-round pick. Now, again, to me, this feels a little rich. I feel like there's another combination we could do. I saw some of the other proposed trades from Bleacher Report, where, like New England, for instance, in their proposal, they give up Jalen Polk, who was a very disappointing wide receiver last year, but he was drafted high, and they flip him in a fourth for Jauan. So is there a Malachi Corley trade we could do here, where we grab Malachi Corley, one of our mid-round picks, and throw him over to the 49ers, and the 49ers, hey, you guys figure it out? Maybe. Maybe that's a deal, because that was one of the other deals I saw there as well. So this feels a little rich, but let's talk about the Jauan Jennings story real quick on Jauan Jennings, okay, and his standing in the league and things of that nature. Jauan Jennings, if last year is who he is, and there's questions, which we'll get into, then that's the perfect wide receiver too. He had 77 catches, 975 yards, and he caught 6 touchdowns. Those were all career highs. But before the 2024 season, he was just sort of a guy. 2021, 24 catches, 282 yards, 5 touchdowns. A lot of touchdowns. That was nice, but that's really it. 2022, 35 catches, 400 yards, a touchdown. All right. 2023, 19 catches, 265 yards, a touchdown. Okay. And then booyah, he exploded on the scene. And, 49ers had a lot of injuries. He got opportunity. Bing, boom, bam. He's there. So Jauan Jennings, a very interesting player here for the Jets. Now, here's what the projected value is for Jauan Jennings and what he could command. Maybe this is a little rich. We'll see. Jennings could command a 2-year deal for $38 million. That's $19.1 million per year. That would put him 23rd among the highest paid wide receivers in football. So, again, we could debate how rich that is. The highest paid wide receiver in football is making $41 million. He's making less than half of that. So, or he would be in a projected contract number of what it would look like. Here's the thing I love about Jauan Jennings. Here's the thing I love. He fits the identity of what the Jets are looking for. Do you guys remember the quote from Aaron Glenn earlier this offseason at the annual league meeting? He says, if you don't block, you ain't going to get the rock. And Adam Schefter revealed this, that 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan considers Jauan Jennings to be, quote, one of the best blocking wideouts in the league, end quote. Well, that sounds good. Last season, he only had 1 drop. Well, that sounds good. And he finished 10th in yards per route run, 2.51. Top 10 in the league in that category. So he doesn't drop the ball. Yeah. He's a really great blocker as a wide receiver. Yeah. And yards per route, he's top 10 in the league. And he's coming off a career year. Why wouldn't you want some of this action? Again, maybe I've had it all wrong with, DJ Moore, or, Keenan Allen, or, Amari Cooper, this guy. What about someone who doesn't have the name value, but he delivers exactly what the Jets are looking for? Maybe that's the answer for Jauan Jennings, who's 28 years of age. Maybe he's the answer to the question. I'm curious what the chat thinks. We'll continue to answer those chat comments here. We'll put Jauan Jennings on the side for a second. Let's answer a couple of bells here. And then we'll get down to business. First off, Ed Vargas, baby, gifting 10 Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Let's bleepin' go. By the way, you are now officially in our contest where we're giving away 2 Jets-Cowboys tickets, 2 tailgate tickets, which are food and drink before the game, and 2 commemorative Jets-Cowboys t-shirts. I know, Ed, I believe we already spoke, and that you had some other conflict going on, so you may not be able to go, but you may have to change your plans if you win the tickets, baby. So you are eligible for that giveaway now. And as a matter of fact, you don't have to do this today, Ed, but if you do this somewhere in the next 2 weeks, if you spend another $10 on the channel, whether it's super chats or memberships or however you choose to gift, you will have a second raffle ticket for that contest. So Ed Vargas, you're officially in our contest, baby. With one raffle ticket. We're doing a very special giveaway this month, which is absolutely awesome. And hey, you're going to have an opportunity to win it, baby, which is really all that we ask for in the universe, is that we just have a chance, and you're officially on our scrolling ticker down below with that opportunity. Which we have the 10 new, well, actually, before I do that, every time we get a membership being gifted of 5 memberships or more, we got to hear from this guy.
Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Well said, Kevin James. Well said. All right, let's do this. Let's reveal the 10 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club here on the channel. We appreciate you, baby. Let's get that cranking. Here are the 10 new members. We have Joe C., Reese Quinlan, 3 Siblings is back, Taylor Sterling is back, John LG, Gator McCluskey, Tony Alexio, K-Brock, Ricky New York Live, and Sluggo. Look at all those big name people re-entering the proverbial octagon. So Ed Vargas, thanks, brother, for your contributions, and good luck to everybody else here there on the channel. Yes. Again, our contest runs out throughout the entire month of July. We have 200 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. I'll throw that up on our screen real quick and give you guys the full promotion for our big giveaway coming up this month. It's a great deal. It's a great deal, people. Here it is. Let's throw it up on the screen here. We are giving away 2 tickets to Jets-Cowboys. That's section 228A. 2 tailgate tickets. That is food catered by Chef Kevin Gilbert for the game. It's burgers, dogs, all kinds of wonderful things. It's it's not just some slapdick tailgate. This is a very special tailgate with a custom menu. I think you guys are going to love it. There will be water and select alcohol before the game as well, and 2 Jets-Cowboys commemorative T-shirts. Okay. Everything I just said there, we're giving away. That's over $600 in value. To have a chance to win all of those prizes, you just have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is free to do. That's www.youtube.com/boygreen25. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter right now, stop what you're doing, subscribe to the channel. First off, you want to be subscribed to the channel because we do monthly giveaways every bleeping month, and the best opportunity to have a chance at those is being subscribed to the channel, because that is normally a prerequisite for some of these giveaways, and that you will get it delivered to you. So think about that. Number 2 is spend $20 on the YouTube channel. You could do it via memberships being gifted. Ed Vargas just did that. He spent $30 with his membership gifting. Memberships are $3 a piece, and you can gift those out. Super chats, we got that from Austrian earlier. Super chat, super stickers. It doesn't have to be $20 all at the same time. It just has to be throughout the month. So you can sort of nickel and dime your way through the month. But just spend $20 on the channel, or send $20 to me directly on PayPal or Venmo at BoyGreen25. BoyGreen25, and just put your first and last name, a good email for you, and that these are for the Jets-Cowboys giveaway. So good luck to everybody that's there. I hope you guys have a chance to win this. We're drawing this in August, so people, you can do this anywhere over the next 2 weeks here in the month of July to have a chance to win this fabulous prize. Again, you can't take someone to an NFL game for less than $20. It's just not possible. But we're giving somebody that opportunity. You can buy multiple raffle tickets. Several people have, so feel free to take full advantage of that and buy multiple to increase your chances. It'll be up to the gods in the Wheel of Name picker coming up. Ed Vargas sending in a message here. Hey, Paul, I hope you and the family are doing well. My gorgeous wife says hello, and she is gorgeous, Ed. You outkicked her coverage, buddy, and congratulations. It was wonderful to meet you guys at the tailgate last year, and now we're doing it bigger and better than ever. So I hope you guys potentially winning this thing could be a part of that, and anyone else who's a part of that as well. Thank you. All right, without further ado, let's get into how you guys feel about this Jauan Jennings trade. Let's go. Let's start getting into this. What is everyone saying here? I'm sure everyone is being quite civil about this. Let me see. I saw a bunch of comments earlier. Okay, Kinjo says, and I appreciate the Itachi avatar. Very nice. And I see you on Twitter too. Thank you. A 4th-round pick and Alan Lazard. Yeah, maybe there's another deal to be made here. To me, the 5th and the 3rd seems a little aggressive. I feel like maybe we can rework around that to make it a lesser price. Number 1 Austrian Jet fan says, trade with Lazard and I'm in. Okay, there you go. Could be that. That could be possible. We'll keep an eye out for that. So Lazard trades is there. Alon says no one wants Lazard. Pittsburgh could. We'll keep an eye on Pittsburgh. That could be possible. But again, I'm not sure if I want to trade Lazard to Pittsburgh before week 1. I don't want him to be around our team and then give any trade secrets to the other side. No, thank you. Phil says, why do we need to give something for a wide receiver that Fields will never make the second read to get the ball to? I've heard a lot of people talk about that. Nick Ferry has talked about that. He says, Justin Fields, a one-read quarterback, one-read quarterback, one-read quarterback. How about this? This is something you guys aren't thinking about. And I'm not wishing this into the universe, but what if Garrett Wilson gets hurt? Then what do? I'll tell you, you're fucked. Okay? We question Alan Lazard, Malachi Corley, Arian Smith, Josh Reynolds, and all these guys. What if those guys all have to cobble together to be the number 1 wide receiver? In the wise words of Scooby-Doo, ruh-roh, that's a problem. That's a problem. So Jauan Jennings, as this example we happen to be talking about today, it's not simply, hey, he's the wide receiver 2 answer, which I think he could be, but it's also about insurance. If someone gets hurt, can he hold down the fort for a game? Can he be a part of the solution? I don't think we have solutions if someone gets hurt as a wide receiver 1. Garrett's been available, and blessed be he. That's one of his greatest abilities, is that no matter what, he's got beaten up a lot. And he dusts himself off, gets a little help on the sideline, and gets his ass back in the game. He has been completely available his entire career. Will that continue? God, I hope so. But that's another piece of the puzzle that people say about, oh, what do we need a wide receiver 2? He's never going to look at a wide receiver 2. What if he's wide receiver 1? What about that? Also, let's see what Justin Fields is. We're judging him off of the Chicago situation, which we all admit was awful. We judge him off of Pittsburgh, where he only played 6 games. How do we know? First read, second read, third read, this, that, or the other. We don't know. We don't know. And we don't know what kind of offense Tanner Angstrand is cooking up here for Justin Fields. Maybe he's going to be looking at the wide receiver 2 more often. I don't know. Garrett's obviously going to get his touches, but come on now. Come on now. We don't know. We don't know. All right, let's keep going here. Yes. Jauan Jennings did benefit. Stephen Fox commenting in here. With injuries to Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, Jauan Jennings did take advantage of it. Yes. He did take advantage of it. The $19.1 million for Jauan Jennings, no thanks, says Alon. He does not want a part of that potential extension. That is SpotTrack's calculated market value of what they believe he's worth. So, yes. This is what he would be worth. It's Jets don't have a 2026 5th. Yeah, this is from Bleacher Report, so they might have messed some stuff up in there. They do have a bunch of 4s, so we'll double check on the data there for picks. They have a bunch of 4s for next year. William Emily says Aaron Smith could still develop into that wide receiver 2 in deep threat. That'd be awesome, and maybe he does. Again, as we're here before training camp, it seems more likely than not that the Jets are going to ride with their group. Scott Mayhem calls him younger Keenan. Okay, that's a good way to put it. Alon said, is Jauan Jennings really a 2? That's a good debate because he only has 1 year of production, Alon, so we can get into that debate for sure. In AG and Mooj, we trust. David Hall Jr. says, amen. Salute. Salute. For sure. Yes. I think I caught up on about everybody here for all their commentary. Yes. All right, let's go back down to the current commentary and other things that are coming in here on the channel. Appreciate you guys. Keep those comments flowing. We have 300 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe here. David Hall Jr. says, why don't we just do a player-for-player trade, Lazard for Jennings? Simple. I don't – it's simple for us, not simple for 49ers. I don't think they want. Jared B says, Paul, how are we in cap room after the 2 signings? Unclear. The full details on the contracts are not out yet, Jared B, so we won't know that for a couple of days here. We won't know that until the full numbers are out. Front-loaded, back-loaded. How does that affect the cap for this season, next season? All that information we don't have. Shout out to our number 1 Austrian Jet fan here, baby, sending in a €1.99 a super sticker on the channel.
Wow.
Okay, Austrian, thank you, good sir. We'll add that to your pile of raffle tickets this month. You're kicking some Patuki, which I respect. And you'll have a great opportunity to win our contest, pal. We'll see. Hey, everyone that has the most raffle tickets doesn't always win, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But thank you for the super sticker, baby, here on the channel. Appreciate you. Booyah. David Hall Jr. here. BG, shouldn't we have $100 million cap space next season? Let's see. Maybe that's where the Jets make Garrett and Sauce's number for this year very small and take advantage of the $100 million next offseason. It'll be curious to see how they structure this because there's a lot of different ways you can cut this onion here. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, G-Man the Prophet for Jets football sending in a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Let's go, G-Man. Appreciate you. Yes. Laka there for our guy, G-Man the Prophet for Jets football, who, by the way, has 2 raffle tickets for our Jets Cowboys giveaway. So keep them coming, G-Man, and you could get even more raffle tickets this month to potentially go to that Jets Cowboys game. Good luck, my good sir. And by the way, this membership went to, let's make sure we get this name in here, Joseph Landis. Welcome back to the Boy Green Coffee Club, my friend. Shout out to G-Man the Prophet for Jets football for getting you that membership. He's one of the best, baby. And he won our contest last month, or raffle. And he received the gift. So I appreciate it, G-Man. I'm glad the delivery gods got that right to you. Beautiful. All right, let's keep going on your questions and comments here on the show. Again, make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. Phil says there's less than 2 months to a football. Can't wait. As a matter of fact, we got the Hall of Fame game at the end of the month. So we're back, baby. We're back. Training camp 3 days away from the rookies reporting, the veterans report on the 22nd, and booyah, the first practice might be the 22nd. It might be the 23rd. I don't know. It's 22nd or 23rd of next week. So either way, we're coming, baby. We're bleeping coming, and it feels awesome to finally be back, baby. Feels great. Can't wait. And we'll be breaking it all down for you all the time here, right here on Boy Green Daily. That's for sure. All right, let's do this. We got 300 people in the room. Again, like the video, hit subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to open up the phone lines early here on the program. After this HEP song, the phone lines will be open. You guys can get your participation trophy for the day here on the channel by calling into the program. It's about to be the pinned comment on YouTube. We'll be right back after this.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go.
You heard him. Let's bleepin' go. And the only thing that gets me more excited for Jets football is when we celebrate things in our Jets community. Shout out to Brian Farrell here. The 22nd will be 3 months, no alcohol, baby. Congratulations, Brian. Awesome. And keep fighting those battles. Keep doing it, man. We're behind you 100%. And that's the special thing about this Jets community, brother. So cheers to you, sir. Cheers to you. I'm not a big drinker myself. But I know what alcohol can do. So that's great news for you, Brian. We're so happy. Thank you for being vulnerable enough to share that here with the rest of the Boy Green Coffee Club. We appreciate you. Thank you. And that's amazing news. Amazing news for Brian. And you're getting all kinds of support here in the chat. Brian Awesome from Stephen Fox, Jared B saying, keep it up. It's amazing. We're all here in the chat for you, pal. So keep it going. Yes, and I do sing the song to myself, Phil, going, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Sing it, Hep. Yes. The song is absolutely captivating. So salute to Hep. And apparently Hep might be singing some action at the Boy Green tailgate. Could be happening. You'll have to keep an eye out for that one, baby, here on the show, which is awesome. I'll also tell you this, guys. So earlier today, ESPN NFL insider Jeremy Fowler released his top 10 wide receiver rankings based on conversations with coaches, scouts, and league executives. Garrett Wilson made the list. He is number 10 on the list. And look at the names he beat out. We'll have an article on this in a little bit. Here are the names Garrett Wilson beat out to be the 10th wide receiver in football. Terry McLaurin, Puka Nacua, and Brian Thomas Jr. Those guys were all amazing last year. And for Garrett to beat all those guys out is compelling. Very compelling. I didn't know if Garrett was going to make the list, to be frank. I think he is clearly a guy that belongs in the top 10 based on his natural God-given ability, but the production, bluntly, has not been there to put him in that same category as some of those other players. But it's awesome to see him in the top 10. Finally getting that respect. That's the first time he's been in the top 10 in his career. So very happy. And shout out, we'll have to conversate with Jeremy Fowler here in the near future. He's been on the show before. We'll have to have him back to talk about all the Jets all over these top 10 rankings and things of that nature. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll be talking with Jeremy Fowler, I'm sure, here in short order. So make sure you guys are Boy Green Coffee Club members, which is our YouTube membership group. The reason why you should be a Boy Green Coffee Club member is you can support the show. And just like number one Austrian Jet fan, here's a random example. I'm just going to bring someone up. You get a loyalty badge right next to your name. This shows everybody that you're a Boy Green Coffee Club supporter. And it's only $2.99. I try to make it as cheap as possible so everyone can afford it. And there's only one level. It's the Boy Green Coffee Club. There's no other level. This gives you everything on the channel. Access to our Discord channel. It gives you access to early membership videos, highlighted comments, and access to all our custom emojis. Shout out to Jets Worldwide, wide for making all of those custom emojis. So he's the best. So those are all the perks of being in the Boy Green Coffee Club. That is for dang sure, baby, which is pretty good. But yeah, Garrett Wilson ended up making the top 10. He went as high in the panel because everyone votes on it. Some people had him as high as number 6, the 6th best receiver in football. Some people had him unranked. So still, Garrett has a lot to prove here to the National Football League. But I am very high on Garrett based on a variety of things. But one thing in particular is reuniting with his college quarterback. There's going to be some innate chemistry there that existed at Ohio State that's going to exist here. And they've been working together for months. Again, what we talked about with Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson, too many of us, and I will champion this as a guy who I assume that Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson would be able to figure it out quick. Aaron Rodgers, I thought, was this really good quarterback, and Garrett Wilson, I thought, was this really good receiver. Bing, boom, bam, get them together, and it's going to be magic. And it was at times. Garrett Wilson's coming off a career year in catches, yards, and touchdowns, but not to the level that we thought. So sometimes those things take longer than we think. But if we remember 2023, we can never forget that was a disaster year that Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson didn't get to work together beyond the offseason. And then, obviously, this past season, we finally got to see it. So now we have Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson who have been working together for the last couple of months, which is exciting. And then we're going to see him in the season. And I think we're going to have some cool back shoulder throws that Justin Fields and Garrett just know each other, and it's going to make it even easier. So that part of it I'm really ecstatic about. And I think Garrett is going to deliver. I think Garrett is going to continue to produce. He is consistent as all hell. And now what we want to see is the Garrett Wilson ride has been like this. Very consistent. There's been pops of like singular plays of like the Texans game where he had that one catch and ran into the end zone, or he had the one Air Jordan back in the end zone. The Buffalo Bills one where he's juggling the ball to himself. And like Garrett Wilson has had so many ridiculous catches, which have been insane. But now what we need is the pops of, is there a 120 catch season in Garrett Wilson? Is there a 1,400 yardage season for Garrett Wilson? Is there a double-digit touchdown season in the bag for Garrett Wilson? Or is he none of those things? I don't know, but we're going to find out. And I think this year's going to be pretty special. So for any of our fantasy football players out in the universe, some advice, if I may, draft Garrett Wilson and feel good about it. That's what I would say. Also, speaking of, kind of giving commands and things, in the YouTube description down below is a direct link to my digital radio show, The Man Child Show with Boy Green. Well, digital. There's a direct link in the YouTube description down below. You guys have enjoyed this Boy Green Daily product. We've been doing this for like 2 years now, which is awesome. The Boy Green Daily version. I've been on YouTube doing New York Jets content since September of 2020. So we're about to celebrate 5 years, which is amazing. I've been doing Jets content in general in an audio form for the last decade plus, which has been a lot of fun. But you guys always used to hear me at the end of these Boy Green Dailies go, all right, guys, see ya. Gotta head to the radio station. And that will happen very rarely, only when there are morning baseball games, which only happen very infrequently during the season. So I still work at the radio station doing stuff like that. But for the most part, you won't hear me running off to the radio station because our show is now digital. I do it from right here, which is awesome. So if you guys would like to support that content, see me more live. I did live videos on that channel talking about Garrett Wilson. We did live videos talking about Sauce Gardner. And so there's Jet stuff, there's NFL stuff, there's fantasy football stuff. There's going to be all kinds of fun stuff. If you guys want to make sure you don't miss anything, go to my YouTube description down below. It's called The Man Child Show Boy Green Digital. And quite frankly, there's a direct link. Just click it and you can subscribe right from there. We'll also be doing some giveaways on that channel. And on that channel, you don't have to spend a dime for the raffles we're doing. They're free. The only way to be eligible is subscribing to the channel, which is free to do. And once we reach certain mile markers on the channel, you'll be able to win that stuff, right? When we reach 300 subscribers, we're giving away an autographed David Tyree photo. So you guys can either keep it for yourselves, or if you have a Giants friend or fan in your life, you can keep it for them, or you just hate the Patriots and you just want to celebrate that, which there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. That'd be another great way to handle it if you choose to do it from that perspective. So, hey, no shame in that game if we decide to do that from the David Tyree action. But we will be giving away an autographed David Tyree Super Bowl photo with him making the catch over Rodney Harrison. And, oh, my God, I hate Rodney Harrison's guts. So I said, obviously, look at this. We got the David Tyree book, which is autographed. And behind all of this is a David Tyree autographed football. It's not a Super Bowl football, just a football. But it's awesome. And, hey, man, it's pretty darn cool. It's pretty darn cool. I normally don't have other team stuff in my man cave over here, but, the Patriots' demise feels like it's worthy of the club, even if it's not directly Jets tied, if you catch my drift. If you catch my drift here on the show. Here's another thing I'll say. So I got a couple of books back here. I got a couple of books. Let me see. I got a couple of Namath books. I got Mark Kriegel's Namath book. I got Beyond Broadway Joe, Bob Lederer's book back here. Let's see. We got Parcells, Bill Parcells. That's a good book. Okay. Got the Q Factor. Shout out to Brian Billick. Okay. He wrote a book about discovering the next quarterback. That's pretty good. Let's see. Mark Herzlich, who battled back from cancer. That's a great story. Not Jets related in particular, but a great story there. Let's see. Ooh, the Marty Lyons book, If These Walls Could Talk. That's another good one. We'll have to have Marty on the show soon. I saw Jake was at Marty Lyons' golf celebrity outing, which is awesome. So a salute to Jake. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Figure It Out, Mike Westhoff. We'll have to get Mike on the show. That'd be great, Mike Westhoff. And then I got some other stuff in here, which are like not really football related. Some are. I got a couple of Ronda Rousey books. I'm a big mixed martial arts fan. I had a massive crush on Ronda Rousey growing up. I won't lie. Ronda Rousey, what a beautiful, powerful woman. We have Brady versus Manning. That's a good book. Shout out to my boy Gary Myers. Did a very nice job on that book. Stuart Scott, the legend. Every Day I Fight, talking about his cancer battle. That's a really good book. Sweetness, Walter Payton. I'm a former running back, so I love the running backs. Got to give some love to Walter Payton on my bookshelf. Phil Jackson, 11 Rings. It sort of just seems like he's bragging about it. I don't know, but there you go. And yeah, and then there's an entire second row, but I would have to move to get all those. I will say, Stephen Fox, real quick aside here, Amanda Nunez eating Ronda Rousey and spitting her out. Well, initially, the first blood that was drawn was Holly Holm catching Ronda Rousey on the top of her dome. And, in the striking aspect, which I thought Ronda Rousey was quite proficient, seeing her go down like a sack of potatoes just destroyed my life, destroyed my heart. Because I was like, Ronda Rousey's the best. She just goes out there and kicks ass. And she has an amazing, incredible, unbelievable personal story in her life of how she came up with all kinds of tragedies and trauma. And so I will say, yes, Amanda Nunez beating the shit out of Ronda Rousey is a thought or memory I would like to wipe away from my mind. Shout out to an Austrian Jet fan here. And this is true. We're on our way to 8,000 subscribers here on Boy Green Daily. My big goal is getting to 10,000 subscribers. When I first started this, I had a goal. Like on Twitter, when I sort of got on Twitter, I had a thought in my head. I'm like, you know what? It'd be really cool to get to 10,000 followers. At 10,000 fellow Jet fans, like, you know what? I like the cut of this guy's jib. I want to follow his journey. And now we're up to 18,000 followers on Twitter, which is insane. It's awesome. And what a blessing it is to be able to share Jets content with you guys in video form, audio form, and we stream live to Twitter here, which is amazing. So thank you for all the support. But here on the YouTube channel, when I started it, I said, you know what would be a cool number? 10,000. And we're at 7,800 and change. So we just keep chipping. So yes, if you have other Jets fans, friends, or family in your life, if you can tell them about the channel, spread the good word, that would be amazing. I love doing this. I try to bring you guys superstar guests. We have content every day. We have original content. We have co-host content like Boy Green meets Woody. Now we have the Man Shot Show, Boy Green Digital. You guys get to meet my other co-host, which is Jim Lurch. It's amazing. So if you guys can help us get to 8,000, get everybody to sign up. Your grandmama, your mama, your papa, your brother, your sister, your friends, other Jet fans. Feel free. Get them to subscribe. That is free to do. We are on our way to 8,000. Let me see what we're at right now. See, right now at this very second in time, let me do a discount double check and see what we're at subscriber count wise. We are at, drum roll please, 7,783. So there you go. So from 8,000, whatever that math is. Okay, so we're getting there. That's like 217, I believe. So we're 217 subscribers away from 8,000. We'll have to do some big giveaways when we reach these subscriber counts, which I'll promote on social media, so you guys will have a chance. Anyone that's a subscriber will have a chance for some of those. We'll do some more milestone giveaways. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Let's jump back into the chat here. Yeah, Amanda Nunez again. That still gets it. Brian Farrell, did we sign the rookie tight end yet? We did not, and rookies are set to report in 3 days. But Zach Rosenblatt gave us a little bit of a nugget on social media and says he does not think that holdout it's not a holdout yet, but like that situation's not going to last long. So he sort of indicated it's going to figure itself out, which would be great news, obviously, for the New York Jets. So we'll see it there on that. Yes, Ronda's world-class judo. 100% she is. I love Ronda Rousey. Again, she's beautiful. She's powerful. She's intelligent. She's got a lot of stuff going for her. So I absolutely am in love with Ronda Rousey. That's for sure. All right, we'll get more into your comments here in just a second. I see some crazy bets happening here in the comment section. You guys are crazy. We'll get to that in a moment. But let's get back to the train of man with a Jets tattoo. He's back, baby. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Boy Green, how you doing?
Excellent,
I think this is a great day for the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, both sides. These are core players. These are players that we can build around. I mean, we've never done this before. It's people that are saying that we paid him too much. You're not paying him. Woody's paying him. What do you care?
That's true.
I mean, we have people that act like they got to write a check. It's crazy. But the point is that these guys are both really, really exceptional football players. And if Justin Fields works out, I think it's going to be great. But for your point, what you brought up before is what's going to happen if Garrett ever goes down. That's the one thing that I think the Jets have to think about. What are we going to do if Garrett goes down? That would
I'm
be to
scared.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, to me, that would be as bad as when Aaron went down. I'd feel
Yeah.
the same way. I'd feel the same way. What do we do
Devastating,
now?
crippling. Yeah.
Maybe maybe they'll pick somebody up. Maybe we'll have some cuts. During training camp, we've usually been pretty lucky with that, but I just don't know what they do right now, and everything else is an unknown. So, we may have one of these guys that just jump out, from whether it be Corley or Smith or whoever, but I just think that that's the one thing that's keeping me from getting super excited. But I am excited about the signings. I'm excited about the whole way this off season has gone so far. It just seems to me like a completely different Jets front office off season. It just seems completely different to me. What about you? What do you think?
There is just a different vibe. It just feels like, and maybe this is too simple, but there's adults in the room that even though Darren Mucci has never been a general manager before, even though Aaron Glenn has never been a head coach before, it just seems like they know what they're doing. They're acting with confidence. They say, hey, it's important that we keep our young players. Boom, Jamin Sherwood signed. Boom, Sauce Gardner signed. Boom, Garrett Wilson signed. I'm like, well, they said they had to do that. And, well, they did it.
And let's not forget about Sherwood.
Right. I know.
They signed Sherwood,
quite frankly. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, this is they see something in this kid. They see something with the money they gave him. I'm just wondering how, with all these contract signings and all this big money getting thrown around, how does Quincy Williams feel right now?
Oh God, that's such a tough situation because I can't remember. I think I said this on the Manchocho Boy Green Digital live show we did yesterday because Johnny Boy was asking me a bunch of these questions about like who's next to get paid and stuff like that. And I don't know if other Jet fans feel this way. I have this vibe that Quincy Williams is experiencing the 2024 DJ Reed season. And what I mean by that is we all sort of accepted at the beginning of last offseason that, DJ Reed has been awesome, but he's going to leave at the end of the year no matter what. They're going to pay Michael Carter II. They did. The Sauce Gardner contract extension was coming eventually. It eventually did. Are they going to pay three corners big money? Oh, that seems unlikely. Like Michael Carter II, when he was paid, he was the highest paid nickel defender in NFL history. Sauce Gardner just became the highest paid corner in NFL history. Were they going to pay DJ Reed anything, even if it wasn't that, still top five or something? That seems unlikely. They're going to invest that amount of resource in there, and DJ Reed ultimately leaves. Like paying Jamin Sherwood top five linebacker money, are they going to pay Quincy Williams top five linebacker money? Because he's going to want at least what Jamin Sherwood make, and that's what I'm saying. To the point,
I don't think they could. I don't think they could do it. I just don't think financially they can pay two linebackers that kind of money.
There's only one team in the NFL. There's only one team in the NFL that pays two off-ball linebackers $10 million per year or more. It's the Chicago Bears. Tremaine Edmonds makes $18 million per year. He's the third highest paid off-ball linebacker in football, and TJ Edwards makes $10 million. That's one team in the NFL, and that's not a good comparison because Quincy's not going to play for 10. He's going to want 15.
Exactly. I think he's going to. I just think that there's no other alternative. I think he's going to be gone after the season. I just don't think they could pay him.
Yeah, the only way that we somehow save the day is if Quinton and Quincy come together and say, okay, let's try to figure this out. We're two all-pro players here. We're brothers. We want to play together. How can we make this work? Like, because they're probably not going to pay you 15. Are you comfortable with taking a little bit less just for us all to stay together? Maybe he's not. He's like, no, I want to make my money. I've earned it, and he has, and he's going to go make it with somebody else. Or maybe the Quinton factor in can maybe help. I don't know if he's going to be willing to take
maybe Quinton. I'm not sure. Maybe Quinton will give him some of his money.
Well, maybe, yeah. So maybe that can
under the table.
Yeah, right. Maybe or in front of the table. Quinnen comes to the team and says, "Hey, I'll take a pay cut. That money goes to Quincy right now." It's sort of a handshake thing. Hey, let's work. Me, you, and the agent. I'll get in the room. Let's work it out.
Yeah, and I've thought about that. And how much money do you really need? The way these contracts are getting. I mean, it's generational wealth. But think about it. Think about it. What would you do with all that money? You wouldn't need that much money to live. I wouldn't need that much money to live. And
no, it's
I just think that there becomes a point when, what's the difference if you're making 130 million or 120 million? What's the difference? And if your brothers, I thought about that, about the brother thing. I thought that maybe could, be something. But anyway, you were talking about the books behind you. Here's a book that. Here's a book that.
What sign is that? Do I have that somewhere?
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. 100 Things. I have that book. Let me see if
you do have it.
Yes. Let's see. Let's take a gander here. Oh, here it is. I'm an idiot. It's literally right here. It's behind this.
I've had this book for years. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Booyah! Cheers, baby.
I have never read this book.
No, it's a good book.
No, I've never. No, because it's 100 things Jet fans should know and do before they die. And I just think if I read it and I do these things, I might die.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So,
that's a good point. It's sort of like the Grim Reaper's waiting, right?
I'm going to hold off. I just don't want to read the book, get to the end, and say, "Oh, that was a good book." Now I'm going to die. So anyway.
So I'll say this, anyway, Jets tattoo, eternal life. If we never read the book, we live forever.
That's true. That's true. And I will give you an example. I'm a really big Larry David fan.
I love
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Of course.
I've watched that it's been on for 20-something years.
Mm-hmm.
I still have never watched the last episode. Because in my mind, if I watch the last episode, it's over.
Yes.
So,
I love that.
Maybe someday if the doctors tell me, hey, you got, 6 months to live, then I'll watch it. But things like that. It's the same point you made about the book. But anyway, getting back to the signings, I just think that I would rather sign John Simpson or AVT rather than give Quincy the money. I think they're more important.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't. We just can't sign everybody. You just can't do it.
That's the reality. I love Quincy as a person. I love his energy. I love his mana spirit. I love everything about it. But if you're right, we're going to invest another off-ball linebacker that no other team in NFL history is doing right now, paying two of them that much money, or you protect Justin Fields or whoever the next quarterback is, or create a running game, protect others. Like, it just seems like that's a smarter investment is in the trenches.
Yeah, I mean, with a salary cap, it's all about choices. Mm-hmm. And so far, I think with Moogie and Glenn, I think they're making good choices. And I think whatever decision they make is going to be the right one.
Yeah, I trust this regime.
I'm just being optimistic about this. And the signings got my optimism, a lot higher than it was, 2 weeks ago. So I'm happy about it. And hopefully, we'll see what happens in training camp. Maybe somebody will emerge.
Hey.
Anyway, Boy Green, got to go now. And it was good talking to you.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Man with the Jets tattoo back in the club, baby. Great call. Great conversation. Appreciate you, man, with the Jets tattoo jumping in. All right, a couple of things. Let's get to it. Brian Farrell just said, I just subscribed to the Man Child channel. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Again, there'll be content with me and him together. There'll be content with just me. There'll be content with just him. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff in there. I hope you guys enjoy it. So thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Stephen Fox, who says, smash the like button here on the channel and hit that reminder bell so you never miss a video. Let's get BG to 8K. That would be awesome. So yes, if you could subscribe to this channel, that would be awesome. I see number one Austrian Jet fan. Whoa, mama bleepin' Sita. 20 Boy Green Coffee Club memberships gifted. Oh, good golly.
Here's what I do know. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Wow. With that being said, number one Austrian Jet fan, you now have 27 raffle tickets for our Jets Cowboys giveaway with your unbelievable amount of gifting. You've gifted 183 memberships in terms of moolah this month. You're unbelievable, sir. And let's read the 20 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. We have Mr. Bozak122, Delusional Jet Fan, Adam Cavender, the Pussy Assassin, alrighty, Sweet Baby Jesus, Jay Perez, Jajua Ra, Chris Bradigan, Chris K. the Fifth is back, Christopher Wheeler, Matt I, Oscar the Grouch, Duhan, Jet Fan Since Birth, CMDR Carney, King Lowski, welcome back, Aaron Daniels, Joe the Jet G, Jigga, a.k.a. Celso Porto, Adam Horvath. You are back, my friend. All now members to the gosh darn Boy Green Coffee Club. Let's go. And Jared B., our moderator in the chat, just dropped the Discord link so you guys can use your new memberships to join the Boy Green Coffee Club Discord channel where we talk all Jets all the time. And you guys get heads up on some of the special guests that are joining us. And by the way, a little teaser for our Discord folks. We're going to have a massive guest over the weekend. You guys are going to hear about that before anybody else. And also, you'll get access to that interview before anyone else. That'll be coming up this weekend. So, folks, get ready for that baby. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it for the Boy Green Coffee Club. So, my gift from me to you, baby. I love it. J-Boy says, BG to 10K by Christmas. That'd be a wonderful Christmas gift, baby. Yes. And I see there's some bets going on in the chat. Phil says, I bet you $2,000 the Jets don't win 10 games. Good night. 2K? Wow. Scotty Mayhem says, I bet you 2K they win more than the Vegas line and BG can hold the funds. Oh, my goodness. Well, the Vegas line's 5.5. There's a big gap between 5.5 and 10. So you guys can continue to work that out, I suppose. But whoa, mamacita, $2,000. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Shout out to Phenom. I see you in here, baby. Good morning, Boy Green. Great to have you back in the chat, Phenom. Good to have you. Good Lord have mercy. You guys are going crazy in the chat. Well, while you guys keep going crazy, let's go back to the phone lines and talk to our resident OC, Easy. Edward Ziff here on the show. What's up, Easy?
Good morning, Vietnam.
There we go. Robin Williams, legend.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, the signings were great. I think that was good.
Yeah.
I noticed, I can't remember if it was you or somebody else said maybe they were both done at the same day and everybody wanted their own day to shine. So, I mean, I don't give a shit how it worked out. I'm just glad that they did it, kind of. You know, it's done deal now.
Yeah, I won't take any credit. Give a shout out to Indy did say it on this show, so I guess that's the credit that it happened on the show, I guess. But yeah, Indy called in earlier this week, thought both deals were done, and that they were just giving them their own day. And based on the reporting, it seems like that is true. It seems like they did just choose to separate it over the 2 days, which is awesome. Good for the kids.
Well, in an odd way, I believe that Garrett and Sauce are kind of joined at the hip. They got on the team at the same time. They played through all the same bullshit. They both got Rookie of the Years. They both had good seasons and a little bit of roughness. I mean, here's the funny thing: Sauce Gardner, first team All Pro his first 2 years. Last year he has what refers to as a down year, and he was still like top 7 cornerback in the league, and he still was number 1 in passer rating, defending quarterbacks, and number 1 with this, and tied for number 1 with that. And everyone's bitching at him, saying he didn't deserve the money. And I'm like, are these people on fucking drugs? I mean, seriously. I mean, you got a 6'3", fast as hell cornerback who's got arm length like a guy 6'8", And just because he doesn't intercept the ball a lot, to me, that's no big deal, because the only time you want him to intercept the ball is on the first 3 downs. You don't want him intercepting it on 4th down unless it's a 4th and 1, because then you could get the ball better. But I don't know, whatever the hell. Actually, you don't want to intercept a bomb on 4th and 7. On 4th and 7, if the quarterback throws one up and you're down on the 2-yard line, you don't want to intercept it there. You want to just bat it down. But other than that, it's because everything about football, and the thing that people do not understand about football, is everything is situational. There is no right or wrong or rule. I mean, there's a right or a wrong. If you do the wrong thing in the wrong situation, that's what I meant. But everything in football is situational. If it's 4th and a tick, and if it's 3rd and a tick, you want to intercept the ball. If it's 3rd and 27, you could probably just bat, and they're way down. Like, I'm just talking like if they throw a bomb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. So it's not sometimes
yeah.
sometimes quarterbacks throw deep, and then if you intercept it, it's like a punt. So it works out.
Right.
I got you. Yeah.
Right. So unless it's in those circumstances, and then there's the other school of thought. It doesn't matter. Always get the ball back. So I'm like, it depends on who's coaching you. I believe that Aaron Glenn would probably tell them, always get the ball back. I don't want to give him another chance. Always get the ball back if you can. So
easy.
I'm an
Let me
always
ask you
get the
this.
ball back guy. I'm an always get the ball back guy.
So people who have been criticizing Sauce, saying, hey, this guy only has 3 interceptions, maybe he's been dropping them all on purpose to help with field position.
Nah, I just think he just doesn't. I just think it's really not part of his game. He's not a ball hawk. He's not. I think he's just not one of those risk takers. He would rather play the position, play the tight coverage, and bat the ball down. I think that's his game. I think his game is preventing the other guy from even catching the ball. Because sometimes if you go to ball hawk and you miss, you're giving up a touchdown.
Sure. That's
right. I think maybe oops, phone dropped.
Whoa, Jesus.
Maybe his
what
game.
The hell?
Hold on. The phone dropped. I got it.
What? Oh, okay. Please don't crash. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wow. That was a roller coaster. Oh, did we lose him? Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Easy. Is he that Aaron Rodgers meme? Is he sleepy now? Easy. Easy. Well,
oh my God. Here we are.
We lost Easy. God damn it. We lost Easy. Well, hopefully he's still alive, I guess. I don't know what happened there. All right. Well, while we're waiting on him he fell over. Let's go to another caller here. Hep's here on the show. Hep.
Hey, Paul. How's it going?
How are you?
All right. This is the
Doing
new
great.
thing, right?
Yeah, apparently. Wow. Okay.
So I just want to touch on, when I first started watching YouTube, there was a guy named Jay Williams. He was a former an inmate, turned his life around.
Oh, awesome.
And he would tell all these stories about what he went through and all the different kinds of things and stuff. And so he was on YouTube. I watched him for like a full year, and he's the one that got me into actually writing and getting involved in doing
Oh, that's
this.
cool.
So then today I saw he posted something that said he's probably going to be giving it up because it's and it made me think, because you get your fair share of idiots who do stuff. I mean, we see a little bit of what you share with us, but I'm sure it's a lot worse than that.
Yeah, that's true.
And and it's also time consuming. It's all time consuming because you're editing, you're doing this, and you go live a lot, which is good for you. I guess it cuts down on the editing, but a lot of these guys they're editing these videos, and it takes time and time.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a family, and you're sacrificing these things. So it's a job. It's a gig, and it's a big gig too. It's like a business, and you're there.
For sure.
Yeah. So I just wanted to give you your props and
Thank
let
you.
you know that I know it's not all fun and games,
I will say it is. It was last night. My fiance was preparing dinner, and I just went over to her, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" Across these 30 different shows, I was live for 6 hours yesterday. And she went like, "Well, it felt like it." And I went, "Oh, well, sorry, honey. Sorry
yeah.
about that. Got to work on that one." But no, it's just like, it is crazy because, like, in the moment, you're not thinking about it. Like the fact that we're about to be on in 1 second, boom, we've been on for an
No.
hour. Like, I don't even think about that. We're just doing these shows, and
Sure.
these shows keep happening. But yeah, it is crazy. But it's a hell of a time. I enjoy the hell out of it. But you are right. It does. There's more than just looking handsome on camera. I know I got to do that a lot, but there's a lot of other stuff to it too.
I mean, you're a young guy building your brand. You don't know where this is going to lead to down the road.
Yeah, sure, no idea.
All right, peace out. I enjoyed talking to Lurch yesterday with you guys too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Lurch was telling me after the show, he's like, "Oh, that Hep guy's pretty cool." I'm like, "You have no idea yet how cool Hep is." I said, as these shows happen, you get to meet more of the people out in the universe. I said, it's pretty cool. And even old Lurchmeister, there's like, wow, he overheard because he listens to the show sometimes. He went, "Whoa, what's up with this Jets Cowboys thing?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, me and 50 people are all going to this Jets game." He's like, And he's a Giants fan, but he said, "I'm gonna have to go to them." I'm like, "Well, you better get while the getting's good." So if you're in, maybe he'll surprisingly show up to that. We'll see.
Well, he hates the Cowboys, so that'd be.
That's what I said. I said, well, the enemy of the, like, you probably hate the Cowboys more than the Jets. So why don't you come on our side? We've got room. Sit over here, Slappy. So we'll see what happens, sir.
Thanks, Paul.
Appreciate it, Hep. Thank you so much. Yes. Yeah. So, old Lurch, we opened up the phone lines for the first time yesterday. And our first two callers were Johnny Boy and Hep. Those are the first two callers from Men's Out Show, Boy Green Digital History. So we'll do more live shows where you guys can call in over there as well. So hopefully you guys take advantage of that. We have 400 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. I believe we have EZ or the ghost of EZ, one of the other. EZ?
Hey, how you doing? So what I wanted to talk about was with Mason Taylor.
Yeah.
There may be like an owner's revolt where they just like everyone in unison says, we're just not doing this second round guarantee stuff. It just might have to come to that because just because those two teams broke the mold doesn't mean that everyone else has to. But they're probably going to wind up having to give him some quota, maybe a small percentage of his salary guaranteed. Just I mean, it's just I don't know. I mean, you got to do what you got to do in the league. And I know yesterday I mentioned signing Jadeveon Clowney if he's still available.
Love Clowney.
But is JFM available?
There were some rumors that he could be traded for, but some Broncos people have shut that down. Not officially, it's just reporters or media people shutting it down. But yeah, if that's available, I'd be very interested.
Well, according to a lot of the people I've listened to recently, they say that the one spot where we really could, well, there's two spots actually. The two spots we could use a little bit more quality depth are D-line and safety. So
I'd agree with that.
What do you think we're going to do at both of those positions? And if you had a choice between addressing the D-line or the safety, which one would you be more inclined to do?
D-line for sure. D-line for sure. Yeah, I would say the people next to Quinnen and the depth at defensive end. It's sort of two areas on the defensive line. Like there's a Jadeveon Clowney thing that I'd love for the pass rushing / run stopping that would happen there at defensive end. There's also a question on the interior. I mean, Jadeveon's versatile, so he could probably play all over the place. But so if you're trying to hit multiple birds with one stone, but it would probably be D-line over safety.
I would probably, if I got Jadeveon Clowney, I would say, look, you are so good against the run. I want to put you next to Quinnen. To kind of make it like a semi NASCAR defensive line. Because what do you think of that? Having Quinnen,
Jermaine, Jadeveon Clowney, Quinnen Williams, and Will McDonald. Holy bleeping shit! Wow.
Yeah, what do you think of that O line? I mean D line.
Oh my God, good Lord, that's
because JJ's good against the run.
Yeah.
Williams is good against the run. Clowney's good against the run, and they're all beasts on a pass rush. So I think that would be like, I think that could be the new defensive Rushmore line there. You call it,
Yeah.
Because they're the best combo package that we could have on like second and third down. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds fun. I mean, he's still available, so that would be great. Sign me the hell up.
People. I mean, I know that AG is not a big hitter on older guys, but in a situation where you have a need and you have a guy that could fill that need competently at a reasonable price point, and he's good against the run and the pass, I just think that it's a no-brainer to get him. And I don't buy into that bullshit that he liked being down south so you could have grandma's cooking. I mean, New York City has any kind of cooking you want. You can go on the street corner, you can get a Sabret's hot dog, or you could get a falafel. I mean, it doesn't matter what you want. You can. Everything is right. Yeah. New York has everything. New Jersey has everything. I think there's 3 places that have the best food. 4 places have the best food in the country: New York, Chicago, San Francisco, and New Orleans.
I was just about to say Louisiana has to make it on there. So New Orleans. I'm glad they made it on.
You cannot beat those 4 cities for having the best food in the world, unless of course you go to Chef Kevin's. Unless you go to Chef Kevin's restaurant, and that's the best of the best. Sure.
Well, of course, naturally.
And then again, of course, he's New York, so there you go.
Yeah, he counts, right? I would say that goes through. That tracks.
And I just want to say I cannot wait to meet all you guys.
So cool.
I think we're going to have a great time. I think we'll be responsible. We'll eat well and drink well before the game, and to a responsible level. And maybe we could do tailgate part 2 afterwards, because I don't know if Chef Kev's going to be able to clean every single thing up before we go into the stadium.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I've never worked with him before, so I'm not sure.
And the other thing is, did you ever look up and see what a coffee percolator is?
I did. Wow, what a visual that is. Wow.
So you saw it. You just put this pot on the stove, and it would make the water boil, and it would shoot up that pipe in the middle and hit that little glass top, and then spritz out, and then when they drip down through all the coffee grinds in the little cage next to it.
Yeah, it was great. It was neat looking. Very neat looking. Yeah, but Thank you for that history lesson.
But when my mom and dad would have company over the house on the weekends, or if we'd have a party, we had like a big one. It was like a 2-gallon percolator.
Wow.
And it would make enough coffee for everybody.
Oh, that's cool.
And the best thing is you didn't even need a plug. All you needed was fire.
There you go. And fire is what you always bring to this show, Easy. Thanks, brother, for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay, there he is. Easy, baby. And yes, we will get to meet at the tailgate. Won't that be spectacular? 500 people are now in the room. Like the video. Hit subscribe. If you want to hear more about the initial topic of this show, the Jauan Jennings trade pitch, that is in the YouTube description down below in the article. We are live every single day at 7:30 in the morning. This is New York Jets content all day, every day, baby. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And yes, as we make the mini goal to the goal, let's get to 8,000 subscribers. We're 200 subscribers and change away. Let's try to see if we can get there, baby. That would be awesome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here on a Wednesday. We will have more content coming up on the Man Show Boy Green Digital. We should be live around 11 o'clock. If you guys want to tune into that, it should be a lot of fun. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours here on the channel. We'll be streaming live here and on the Man Show Boy Green Digital channel. Looking forward to it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you. Take care.